In the vast, silent expanse of the Sinai wilderness, a nation held its breath. The foot of the mountain trembled, shrouded in a thick swirling smoke that ascended like the furnace of the heavens itself. Amidst the thunderous peals and blinding flashes of lightning that scarred the dark, oppressive clouds, the people of Israel, recently freed from bondage, stood in a mixture of profound awe and primal fear. Their eyes were fixed on the terrifying majesty of Mount Sinai, a place where the divine was about to touch the mortal realm. The very air crackled with an unseen power, a palpable presence that signaled the dawn of a new covenant, a new way of life dictated not by the whims of pharaohs, but by the will of the Almighty. The camera pans slowly up the rugged, fiery peak, capturing the raw, untamed power of the moment before a voice, not of man, but of God, prepared to speak. The divine voice, like the sound of many waters, thundered from the heart of the fire, proclaiming the foundational principles of a new relationship between God and His chosen people. I am the Lord your God, who brought you out of the land of Egypt, out of the house of slavery. The first commandment established His singular authority, and as the words echoed, we see visuals of ornate, lifeless idols of gold and stone shattering into dust, their powerlessness exposed. You shall have no other gods before me. You shall not make for yourself a carved image. The declaration continued, forbidding the worship of false deities and empty representations. The third command warned against misusing the divine name, emphasizing its holiness. Finally, the fourth commandment sanctified time itself. Remember the Sabbath day, to keep it holy. On screen, a family gathers in the warm glow of candlelight, their faces serene as they cease their labor, dedicating the day to rest and spiritual reflection. Finding peace in this sacred rhythm, these first four laws were a vertical alignment, a call to orient their hearts, their worship, and their very lives towards the one true God who had delivered them. Having established the foundation of their spiritual lives, the voice from the mountain then turned to the fabric of their community, outlining the principles that would govern their interactions with one another. Honor your father and your mother, the fifth commandment declared, as we see a scene of children showing deep respect and care for their aging parents, reinforcing the family as the cornerstone of a stable society. The subsequent commandments formed a moral barricade against the chaos of human selfishness. You shall not murder, the voice commanded, followed by scenes of neighbors resolving disputes peacefully, their community thriving in an atmosphere of mutual respect for life. You shall not commit adultery, preserving the sanctity of marriage and family bonds. You shall not steal. The video contrasts the despair of a victim of theft with the prosperity of an honest marketplace where goods are exchanged fairly. You shall not bear false witness against your neighbor, showing the destructive power of slander and the importance of truth. Finally, you shall not covet, a profound command addressing the root of sin, the desires of the heart, as a man turns away from enviously eyeing his neighbor's prosperity, finding contentment in his own blessings. As the echoes of the final commandment faded into the trembling silence, the scene shifts to the summit of the sacred mountain. There, amidst the lingering smoke and celestial fire, stands Moses, the intermediary between the divine and the mortal. His face is illuminated by the unearthly light as he receives the law, etched by the very finger of God onto 2 tablets of stone. These were not merely rules, but a gift, a blueprint for a just, compassionate, and holy nation. Down below, the Israelites looked up towards the peak, their faces a complex tapestry of emotions. The fear of God's awesome power was still present, but it was now mingled with a burgeoning sense of hope. They had been given a path, a promise, and a purpose. This was the moment their identity as a people was forged in the fire of revelation, bound by a covenant that would shape their destiny for all time. In the shadow of Sinai, a new chapter for humanity had begun.